Good morning from Florida. We're here on the coast, about an hour or so outside of Tampa. We found like a small little town that we can stay in. It's pretty cool because not a lot of people, and during the virus and everything, that's probably a good thing. So we're chilling. We've got this awesome backyard. We've got a canal that we can go out on. Let me show it to you. It's seriously ridiculously cool. Dogs are hanging out. They love this place. But really we're staying here not so much for the house, but for this. Literally in the backyard is a canal that leads to the ocean. This place hooks you up with kayaks, so we've got a sup, we've got a canoe, and I've just been hanging out on this dock learning how to fish. We even have a crab pot, so we can catch crab, which I caught some crab and the crab caught me. These are our new pets. This is Craig the crab and his friends, Bebop and Rocksteady. I gotta get you out. Ha ha! Oh, this thing is not happy, dude. Oh, he's making a run. He's making a run.
Oh my
Watch
God.
out! Oh, dear God.
Oh my God, honey, you're gonna have to grab him.
I know what I gotta do. I ain't excited about it,
Honey.
though. He's strong. Ah! Oh, I'm bleeding. He got me.
Oh my God.
Oh, I grabbed him from the back like you're supposed to. Oh, he got my finger. Which was kind of a bummer, but I can literally see fish in the water like right now. So I've caught a whole bunch of mangrove snapper. Yesterday I was out in the inlet where it's all surrounded by mangroves, caught a big old catfish. And then like there's been manatees cruising through here, which is super cool. And we even saw an otter yesterday, so there's tons of wildlife, and this is pretty much a perfect setup for quarantining yourself from the world. Like, it is extremely peaceful, and just rad to be able to go outside, get some exercise, get out on the water. So we're just gonna be kind of documenting our time here and taking you along with our journey. If you guys didn't know, we're on a 6-month trip right now, traveling across the country, and then coronavirus started. So it kind of changed up our plans. We were supposed to be in St. Petersburg, Florida, but instead we moved our destination to here, and honestly, I'm loving it. So we're gonna go get some more breakfast. I had a little bacon and egg bagel today, which was delicious, and now I'm gonna have an ice cream sandwich, because why not? Tasty. I feel like since it's Neapolitan, it's fine because it's got strawberry, which is like healthy, chocolate, antioxidants, and vanilla is just a solid base. See, if you put breakfast in front of any food item, it becomes a breakfast item. Like, you could have a breakfast burrito, a breakfast sandwich, breakfast ice cream sandwich. After this, I'm gonna give Quinn a bath today. She gets a bath like once or twice a week. She has really bad allergies, unfortunately, so we try to just manage them as best we can. Do you wanna have a bath? It's bath time for you. Good girl. Good girl. You might be wondering why I'm showing you bathing Quinn, but I want you guys to understand, if you're thinking about getting a bulldog, some of the maintenance that comes along with it. Now, like I said, she gets a bath once or twice a week, but I clean her face 3 times a day. I've been through dermatologists. We've tried a lot of different medications, so she does get lots of redness. So if you guys are wondering why she looks red sometimes, that's why. We've tried everything from, if you're familiar with it, obviously like Benadryls and over-the-counter, things like that. I've had her on immunotherapy, caddy injections, cyclosporine actually works very well, but it's a very heavy drug. There's a lot of side effects that I see with her. And now we're back to Apoquel. Apoquel is a pretty amazing drug. It's not a perfect solution for her, but it works pretty well. So we're hoping between that, 3 times a day, face cleanings, when she's really having a hard time, I have to put a cone on her so that she doesn't just scratch her face, because she will scratch her face until she starts to bleed if I'm not in the room to monitor her. So she's kind of a special needs dog. She's a pound dog. I love her, and I'm not going to give up on her over allergies or anything, but it is something that is always a constant thing of need for her. So, you know, just be very aware that, you know, with all dogs come different issues and stuff, but bulldogs can have kind of a hard hand at life. She loves life. She's a very happy dog. She's not in like constant pain or anything like that, but it is something that has to be managed all of the time. So just of note, so you guys don't think like, oh, we just like neglect her or something, that's why she's red. She is anything but neglected. She is very, very loved, but she does have a tough hand, as we all have our own issues in life. Oh yeah. Come here, be dry. I always try to do that right before I take a shower because it's a lot of work to wash that little monster. Now I'll get clean. I think Amy and I are gonna go get some shrimp so that we can go back out to the dock and do a little fishing. All right, we're gonna go get some shrimp. Oh, we gotta get the bucket. So you gotta keep it a bucket. We need water for the shrimp. This is our garage area. This is where we stuck the one wheel and Amy's electric bike. So now I can do, somehow I got this around it last time, maybe like that. There we go. Boom, we don't get shrimp water all over the car. Let's roll. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
So Dallas and I haven't really fished much. I've only actually been fishing one other time in high school, and I caught a bicycle in our local lake, which was pretty exciting. He's done a lot more fishing, but neither of us really knew what to do, so we relied on Facebook groups local to the St. Petersburg, Tampa area to tell us like what to buy. We actually bought artificial bait at first, and we only got one fish from that, and after that just nothing, like fish swimming past us. It was so frustrating. But look what we got here.
4 dozen shrimpers.
You got 4?
You buy 3 dozen, you get a dozen free. That's a deal if I've ever heard of one.
How much are the shrimp?
This was $8 total for 3 dozen plus the 4 dozen, so I got 4 dozen for $8.
A steal.
A steal. Oh, that aerates the water to keep them alive, so they have some air. How do I do this? Doesn't seem to make it now. Oh, maybe I gotta move it this way more? Yeah.
Takes a certain finesse.
We're gonna escape. The guy there told me some funny stories about, he asked me where I got my water, and I was like, from the canal behind our place, and he goes, oh, okay, that's fine. I was like, well, why? And he said a lot of people will fill from like hose water or like in their shower and bring it in, and that's fresh water, and shrimp don't live in that. So they die. He also said a lot of people come in and don't know that you need a bucket, and he's like, well, did you want to fill your pockets? It's not fishing face. See, when you go real squint, you can see the fish better. I know there's none around here. I don't know why I have an accent either. It just, I feel like you need one when you're fishing. We're getting ready to fish in. Woo! Let's catch some fish!
How are our fishy friends doing?
Shrimpies are good. And I see a shrimp. It's like 85, 87. I think it's 87 degrees outside right now. So we're gonna wait a while. Then we're gonna go fish. So see you in a little bit. So it's still high tide right now. but the tide, I believe, should be changing pretty soon. And when the tide changes is a good time to try to catch your fish. But we're gonna see if we can snag some snappers anyways. Pretty fun. They like to just jump onto this line pretty easy. So let's see what we can catch, huh? Nope, took the bait again. So we're gonna throw in the towel for right now. We're gonna go over to that. I don't want to waste all the shrimpies here, so we're gonna go over to that fishing bridge later. I'm gonna check the tide right now on an app. That'll tell me when the tide's actually changing, and then if it's soonish or in a little bit, we're gonna head over there and then cast out and see what we can snag there. Amy tried to catch a shark and took her line.
Felt like a shark.
For sure. Definite shark. Sharky shark. Well, we tried to catch fish on the dock. We tried to catch fish at the bridge, at the fishing bridge. We did not catch any fish. So we spared you some of the footage there, but now
I did catch the ground on my pole.
Yeah, she caught the ground a good amount, and the line broke a bunch. So after we lost, I don't know, a few hooks, we threw in the towel for today at least. But I think we're just gonna hang out for the rest. Quinn's over there somewhere, and Sylvie's enjoying us being back. But we're just gonna hang out, probably make some food, and I don't know, maybe watch a movie or something. This place does have large televisions, which is nice during quarantine. So I hope your quarantine is going as well as ours. And are you falling asleep? Don't fall asleep.
She's tired.
She's tired. She did a lot today.
She needs a haircut. Maybe you can give her one.
Yeah, we'll probably cut her hair tomorrow, just buzz her down, but so we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so we've got about a 4-mile ride to an auto parts store. That's where the Amazon locker is. And then about a 4-mile ride back. We're gonna see if Amy's bike can make it or not. But we're just gonna cruise and have some fun, be outside, be away from any people. We're still, still quarantined, but at least we can be outside. So let's enjoy it. It's like 82 degrees, 83 degrees, so it's nice and warm, feels great. There's this great bike path or like sidewalk that runs alongside the highway here, and a little away from it, which is cool. So it feels pretty safe. We don't have to be like on the road, which is nice. Made it to Napa. It's interesting that there's a Amazon locker inside of a Napa Autos parts, but that's where the closest one to our place is. So Amy just ran inside to grab this stuff. We got like pill pockets for the dogs so they can take their medication easier. You just drop them in there and they take them. But good to get out, man. You got to get out even during this quarantine. It's good to get outside, just stay away from people as much as possible and respect the quarantine.
So we just rode up this big highway. There's a cool little bike or sidewalk path, so we were able to get on that without getting too close to the cars, which was really nice. But the bike did great. It actually made it, I think we went about 8.5 miles, so it was pretty fun, and we accomplished our errand. So technically it was productive, and it's pretty hot out here, but being on the bike and the one wheel, it's just breezy, so you don't mind as much. But as I'm standing here, it feels like it's like 85 degrees. It might be 85, so yeah.
Yeah, it's something like 85 for sure. It's hot. I mean, I dumped like a whole bottle of water on my head once we got to Napa, and my hair's already kind of dry. So super fun though. Now we're gonna go back and sit in the air conditioning. Yeah, we're pretty stoked to be able to just come out on the sup and the kayak and chill in this kind of like all these inlet areas. It's really cool. It's all filled with all these mangroves and super peaceful, especially during the chaotic times that we're living in, it's nice to be able to get out and just relax a bit and not near any people and enjoy it, That's our life in quarantine. It's basically our day to day. Hope you guys liked it. See you next time.